Yeah.
Blaze gets number 1, Levi gets number 2. What, can you explain that system, and are you okay with that system? The WrestleStat?
Well, I can't explain it. I mean, I was there and I voted. We in the past, our coaches spent a lot of time seeding the tournament and the bracket. So we thought if a third party could do a good job, but obviously, what happened isn't going to work, right? There needs to be like a common sense application, and so we got to figure that out. I mean, I don't know if it's too late to reseed it as coaches, but maybe we should. It's just stuff just doesn't make sense.
If it's within 15 points on Friday, the coaches can challenge.
Yeah, I mean, how do you know if it's going to be within 15 points? If based on the way things came out, I mean, it could be anywhere. We haven't seen the numbers, so I mean, it could be all over the place or it could be close. So I mean, you're relying again on a system. I think the coaches all thought would be a little bit better than what they came up with. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, anybody could look at it and say, well, you have an undefeated national champion or top-ranked guy that won head-to-head. So it's not even those weights obviously, but there's a lot of different cases too where there has to be a human element in all things, especially sport like wrestling. So yeah, it was I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we'll figure it out, but it is we do need to do the best that we can to make sure these guys get the seeds and that they earn through the season.
Regardless of the seeding discrepancies, there could be some high-profile matchups. I mean, right out of the gate, early rounds when they're in theory, championship caliber, but they're going to be earlier. I know for Penn State's concerned, it's, hey, we're going to wrestle no matter who's out there. And
sure.
But what does it do for the tournament overall, just to see some of those matchups, in theory, should be later on, but they're going to be in day one?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you look at the Big Ten, I mean, you have multiple guys that probably are hoping to win the national tournament. So it's not anything new. I mean, there's going to be big matches. I mean, you run into but looking at it could be right away. And it's good practice. It's but yeah, I think it's a Big Ten tournament. You got to show up and be ready to wrestle. So that's what we'll do.
What are the advantages? There's some obvious advantages, but maybe the intangibles of having this tournament.
Well, it's good for our crowd. Our fans are excited for them not to have to travel and be able to watch this tournament. Obviously, it's a great tournament. Final tune-up before the national championship. So to have it at home is great. It's great for the community, right? So I'm sure a lot of people will come in and fill up hotels and restaurants and all that fun stuff. But yeah, for us, it's just whether it's here or anywhere else, it's kind of the same approach for us.
Are you pleased with the health of the team overall?
Yeah, we're happy and healthy and ready to go.
Follow up on that as far as conditioning goes. Is it on pace? Is it on the right timeline? And what does that look like between the Big Tens and the NCAA tournament?
Just where our conditioning is, you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think our guys are always in top shape. Conditioning's always been a factor for us and our guys, and I think that gives them a lot of confidence. We put a lot of work in the last couple weeks, and we've still got some work to do, but we feel pretty darn good with our conditioning, and I mean, we're ready to compete. We'll assess after the Big Ten, get ready for the Nationals, like we always do, but our guys are in pretty good shape.
You guys have faced, a lot of the guys, but some they haven't. Is there like film watching going on this week? Scouting. Some of the guys you haven't faced this year.
Yes and no. I mean, our job obviously as coaches is to be prepared and make sure our guys are prepared. And some kids want to study film and know more about their opponents than others. So that's more of an individual basis. But yeah, I mean, our job as a program and coaches is to make sure we're prepared to compete.
You talk about everything being preparation for the national tournament. How do you view this, being that it is an individual tournament, a 2-day tournament, compared to the whole blue season?
Yeah, I think it's in the Big Ten you wrestle back to back, and we do have multiple matches in a day. So I don't think these guys are in such good shape. I don't think a few matches in a day or 3 matches in a day or 4 over 2 days or whatever is really that big of a deal to them. I mean, they're ready to go. I mean, their conditioning is great, and 2-day, 3-day, 1-day. They're in good shape. They're ready to do it.
How does this tournament work with workout partners? Do you guys have to designate those guys that'll be in the back room helping the guys who are going, or how does that work?
The Big Ten gives us. We were just going through that in our staff meeting. Is the same amount of practice partner travel squad as they would any other team. So we're treating this as an away match as far as how we approach it and what we do. As much as we possibly can. So the travel party would be similar to whether we're on the road or not. So maybe I won't say that.
It sounds like you have a list started.
Oh yeah.
Those
I
guys.
mean, we'll work on it. I mean, a lot of that depends on what's going on and a lot of sickness going around, and you want partners that are happy and healthy, just like the team. And then you obviously you're trying to cover all your bases as far as weight classes, and certain guys like to warm up with certain guys. Some guys are just fun to have around, like Clay. We used to travel him back however many years ago just because he's good energy. And so there's a lot of different things you kind of factor in when you're trying to decide how to fill up the spots.
Is there a mental aspect to peaking at the right time? We talk a lot about conditioning, but I imagine there's a lot of mental aspects to wrestling that are unique to the sport.
Yeah, I think it all goes hand in hand. I mean, it's all, when you're preparing physically, you're preparing mentally, and if you want to be prepared mentally, you got to be prepared physically. So, I mean, it's a year-long plan, the physical training, the mental training. A lot of it's just your perspective and not changing regardless of the circumstances, knowing yourself. But yeah, I think it's all one and the same in the way I approach it, right? I mean, it doesn't do us any good to drill technique if you aren't willing to execute it in a match, that kind of thing. So, the mental training and physical training go hand in hand.
How are these last 10 days going for Braden? What's kind of that, now that he's getting situated, he's fully immersed in the lineup coming off of his red shirt, just what's his outlook going into the Big Ten?
Yeah, I think he's feeling really good, and he got some really good training in, and so he should feel comfortable and be excited to go compete and just let it rip.
And for the true freshmen, I mean, this is new territory for them, so whether that's Marcus Blaze, PJ Duke, or even Cole Mirasola being first year in the starting lineup, what have you seen from them to adjust now that the postseason is actually here?
I don't think there's we don't change a whole lot. I mean, it's going to be the same energy, whether it's the day before the Big Ten or the day after, or in the middle of the summer or whatever. I mean, that's just, the energy is going to be the same. Our approach and perspective and our focus is pretty similar. So, yeah, I think it's pretty easy in this program to just kind of just be yourself and go do what you do.
What's the most interesting non-wrestling conversation you've ever had with Mitchell?
With Mitchell?
I know he's a psychology major. He's always full of wild stuff that seems like when we talk to him, he's...
Yeah.
I don't want to say all over the place, but
he's very creative.
Yeah.
And he's very ambitious, right? I mean, he loves music. He's obviously a very talented musician. He reads a lot. I mean, on off days, when he's off the mat, he'll be sitting in the bleachers reading a book. And then, so yeah, I think he's just a kid who loves life, and he lives life to the fullest. I can't really, on the spot, think of any conversations that come to mind. But he loves philosophy. He loves just discussing all things, meaning of life, this, that, whatever, just good stuff. So yeah, he's a lot of fun to have around, but just a kid who loves life and just not afraid to get after it.
I didn't know he was a musician. What's his instrument? What's he play?
He sings a lot.
Or maybe
Like,
maybe that's the voice.
I think he plays a lot of instruments. I mean, I've talked about he's talked about playing the piano a lot. I think he probably, I don't know, you have to ask him, but I don't really know a lot about music, so I don't know, but I think
You don't run the playlist in here? It's not you?
I try to sometimes, but yeah, I think most people that love music I think he could probably play more than one instrument, but I don't know that for sure, but I know he's very passionate about everything he does. He's passionate about it. I mean, that's just his personality and just the zeal he has in life, and just approaches everything with his best effort. So, but yeah, I think like you said, he's a philosophy major. So sometimes, before practice or whenever, he'll share some interesting readings he has, and it's informative and helpful. So yeah, it's fun to have him around. He's a fun dude.
I don't think we've seen you since Coach Sanderson passed away.
Yeah.
Just wondering if you have any thoughts to share about his impact on your life.
Yeah, I mean, that's hard to put into words. I mean, I love Coach Douglas is the perfect coach for me. He's a great mentor for me. He's just a really, really good example in coaching. Obviously, a lot of what we're doing is stuff that came from him and stuff that he started. I always thought technically he was always 10 years ahead of the competition. And so a lot of what we do is Coach Douglas's stuff. But he's just a great man, a great coach. Obviously, technically incredible. I never really ever saw him be upset in a match or get upset with somebody after a match. Just always treated people with love and respect, and just a mastermind. Yeah, just a good friend. I mean, I know his health had really been declining, and but yeah, still really sad, and obviously mourning for him and with his his family, Jackie and Bobo. But yeah, just an amazing person. He's had a huge impact on Olympic wrestling, obviously in college wrestling. I mean, his legacy will live on forever in the sport.
What kind of contributions, what kind of impact has Nick Lee had this season as an assistant, now that he's really settled in?
Yeah, he's I mean, he's a leader, and he's everyone on our staff is a little different, and everyone brings different things to the table. Even though he's only this is his second year, he's still not afraid to kind of speak up and let us know what he's thinking, which is super helpful. Obviously, very very passionate, just a great competitor, very smart, intellectual kid, and so yeah, all those things. I mean, he is Nick Lee is who he is. You're gonna see him. He is who he is. So just when that job opened up, he was a great hire for us, and the kids all love him. They all trust him. He's very loyal. All the qualities that you're looking for in a human being, he possesses those.
And how's Masa doing? I know he's been doing a little bit of traveling and stuff, different competitions and everything. What impact can he have over these next few weeks with the postseason?
He just has great energy. I mean, he loves to compete. I mean, he's a guy who, just as you've seen him compete, he competes really well in big moments. He enjoys it. His personality doesn't change. He doesn't change. So, having that kind of a presence around gives everybody confidence. Obviously, training with him and being around him on a regular basis is a boost. But yeah, he's excited to wrestle folk style. I mean, it's something he's really looking forward to. And we were hoping to get him a handful of folk style matches this year. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. But he's going to be a lot of fun.
Anything else?
Cool.
All right, great.
Awesome.
Thank you.